feel she would have when she goes abroad and lives there with a very successful young software engineer. So she thinks that would be better for her. So like she just said, paisa ya pyar, chemistry or comfort, she's trying to choose between the two. And there is one passage I would like to read out to you, which is about Ahilya's own thinking. She knows now Tanuj is going to propose to her and she has to be ready for it. So her thought process is what I'm going to read out to you. It's so difficult to explain my life to you, Tanuj. Page 76 at the bottom. It's so difficult to explain my life to you, Tanuj, but yet it is only you who will understand me. And it's only you I cannot consider sharing my future with, because you did not run away as I did for a better life, better degree, better job, better me. No, you are there training to protect your country, putting your life on the roulette every minute, every second, in the blistering Rajasthan desert and in the hands of machines that are, after all, only machines. I couldn't do that. And while I admire you, I also despise you. Yes, there, I said it. I despise you because that's how small you think. Your life begins in a tiny temperamental plane and ends in a dhaba, eating greasy chicken amidst your buddies and believing you're very lucky. Tanuj, you don't know what the world is like out there. How much there is to live for. The joy of buying a house with a pool, 2 cars, holidays to Hawaii, the Bahamas, all before you're 30. Not saving all your life to buy a pokey little house you live out your last years in. Not driving a car like you're burning liquid gold. Not burning a hole in your pocket with an overseas call. Miles from a phone booth and light years from an internet connection. I want to be with you, Tanuj. I've always been fully alive only when you were around. But this kind of life would not let me live. It would kill me, kill my spirit. Tanuj, I'm sorry, I can't marry you. Tanuj, I'm really, really sorry. There is someone else and I'm getting married this summer. Please, don't come home this summer. You'll understand, I know. In fact, only you will understand. I think this would be the mindset of many young people today. I mean, I just think because I do see, the younger generation a lot, and we have been in the Air Force about 15 years back. Even then, the changes had started coming in when we found that, educated young girls, very successful young girls, were hesitant to get into the services, marry into the services, only because they felt they were losing out somewhere. So I guess I do think it is the values of today. That's what I think.
So you have a range of characters, from the timid astrologer to the conservative but domineering mother, and then again to the emancipated great aunt. So who's your favorite, Malti?
Yeah, we have a lot of secondary characters here. One is the timid astrologer, Murthy. He's absolutely scared of everything and everyone. In fact, even of his own precocious son, he's scared of him. He's scared of this lady who is Ahilya's mother, who has set him up with his astrology business. So he just listens to her. Secretly, he's resentful of her. So there is one little thing going on there about this chap Murthy, who's Rama Murthy actually, and he's a very timid sort of character. And he does give us a few laughs sometimes. So like he's got this, his mobile. He's not used to the mobile. It's sort of rolled up into his veshti, that is his dhoti. And when it goes toodle toodle, he just starts searching in his dhoti and things like that. So he's a bit of a comic. He always carries a black vaccine bag under his arm, and that's his caricatured self. Then we have Madhavi, who is Ahilya's mother, who is again a very dominating person. She's got her very timid husband, her meek husband Rama, behind her all the time. Then she's got a mother-in-law who's a silent old grandmother, but even in spite of all her dementia, she manages to convey her opinion. Every time you see, very subtly, she gives her opinion, in spite of being the silent person in this show. But my favorite character is Dilemma. Dilemma, I will be reading out a little bit about her. She's an old great aunt who is a typical quintessential modern mommy. I will read out and you'll understand what I mean. I'll just type her here. Hello. Yeah. And then there was Delama, Appa's paternal aunt, a perfect specimen of colonial India, a fusion of rich silk saris and diamond nose studs with dyed bobbed hair and perfect English diction, contemporary thinking with an antiquated lifestyle, a fiercely loving heart with a fiercely forbidding exterior.
How she got her name?
How did she get her name? The two clusters of fiery diamonds on the nose flash like headlights at every turn of her proud head. You look like a sexy vintage car complete with those headlights, said Tanuj. Tanuj had teased her way back in those days when the children would spend a part of their vacations with her. He had a collection of books on vintage cars that he and Ahilya would often pore over. Yes, said Ahilya, and since you're vintage 1932, like the Delahaye car, we are going to call you Delahaye. Chirped in Ahilya. Let's make it Delama. After all, she's our lovable old great aunt, isn't she? Tanuj threw his arm around her at 15, already towering over the old lady. She pushed him away and mocked